there's a city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar, it is the city of rock and roll. Man in the footsteps of rock legends of the past, another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Cleveland Browns. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And off we go from Cleveland. To return, Jerome Ford. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And at the helm, a first-round pick in 2008, writing the closing chapters of a fantastic career. Quarterback Joe Flacco.
The former Super Bowl champion, I think, surprised all of us, Kate, going from the couch to comeback player of the year. And while everybody thought the career was over, he still shows that he's got some RPMs and some velo in that right arm of his.
Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And he gets him around 6 there. Brought down by Quay Walker.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Flacco off the play action. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Flacco. Got his man, it's Carter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10. Here's Ford. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. And that right there, an early look at somebody who might just be the impact player in this ballgame.
Yeah, there's no question this strong safety loves to come downhill. Now, as an offense, you've got to adjust. You've got to throw over the top if he's willing to be that aggressive.
Here's 2nd and 14. This finds Carter complete. And the defense gets the stop to deny that first down, but still a very good gain. They picked up 12, 3rd and short.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
It's Ford on 3rd. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. Oh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. So now it's the Packers getting out on offense for their opening drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock is 3rd as a starter from Utah State. It's Jordan Love.
Give a lot of credit to Jordan last year. Worked through a bunch of injuries over the course of the season. Remember, the Packers were down and had to claw themselves back to the playoffs. And this kid's averaged almost 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns a year the last 2 years as a starter. A big reason why they've made the postseason both times.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And This is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, and they go right back to it. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. That was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Play fake, it's Love. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Got to help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that. That was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
Searches from the pocket. That's grabbed inside the 30. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Running on first here with Jacobs. We'll couple together a yard there. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Now Love on the play fake. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now, but will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about.
Pass interference. Defense.
So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's DeAndre Carter with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the 2nd time. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. We go play action with Flacco. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Flacco again on 2nd and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Browns a first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They're set up at the 35 now. From the gun, it's Ford. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game. Offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 2nd down.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Flacco. Short pass brought in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go. Shotgun snap, a give to Ford. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
On their own side, but only need an inch or 2 here, so they're going for it. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line, no gain.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision, one they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Flacco's going to throw here on 1st. Makes the connection. Here's Jerome Ford. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They give up the middle to Ford. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down. 2nd and 10 now. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to throw. Catch made left side by Judy. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's a toss play. Ford. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw it. Go left side, and Tillman has it. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's another Browns first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Running left, here's Ford. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Catch made by Carter. And this one doesn't go far.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Now looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
So while they're in the huddle, partners, we've arrived at the end of our 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. Teams getting out there and ready to resume play. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Packers and Matthew Golden ready to take over once again on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Play action. Love. That's complete to Musgrave. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Has it to his back, here's Josh Jacobs. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Pickup of 2 here. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Making that throw into double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch with a whole bunch of bodies around him.
Love now, off the play action. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Back to the air, Love. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
First down, Packers.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Love now on 1st and 10. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They bring their tight end left. Quick throw out wide by Love. This gets down to about the 36-yard line. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun now for Love. He splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play event as they get set for 3rd and 6. Love from the gun. He's got his man. This is Kraft. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be first down, Packers.
First down, Green Bay.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. The rookie out of UCLA in on the stop.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Here's Jacobs again on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Putting the tight end in motion. Love on 3rd and short. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. McManus sends it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Ford on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Now start on the ground. It's 4. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Flacco. And the Packers are there. He's hauled down. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
Corey Bajorquez on the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Love out of the shotgun. That's Reed on a slant. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They go counter. It's Jacobs. And they're going to be hauled fumbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Second and 13. It's Reed downfield, and he's got it. And they drop him right after that catch. He's down at the 22-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll be first down, Packers.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And they've got themselves another first and 10. To the air with Love. And that one falls incomplete. Oh, would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up second down.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Second and 10. Love trying again. The Browns close in and take him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Here's Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. First field goal was good. His second look from inside of 45 yards. McManus sends it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Carter on the return. Jukes out a one-stop. This makes it up to the 25. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. They're down 10 as they take over. We've got a 13-3 ball game. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10. We go play action with Flacco. He has all day back there. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. It's the Browns with a first and 10. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Flacco's going to throw here on first. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Flacco has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Pass play now. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Isaiah McDuffie on the coverage.
Throwing from the gun here. Catch made left side by Judy. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Pass play coming here. Oh, what a catch! Back in the end zone. We got to check the feet. Check the feet. Did he get him? No. Incomplete. Oh, great effort. Just couldn't toe tap it in.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Well, we can see he made the catch. He definitely has possession, but did both of those feet hit down in the end zone?
Yeah, get that zoom button ready to go. Get the magnifying glass. Was there any green right between his feet and that end line? That's what they're going to be looking for in the replay booth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they sent it to a second set of eyes in New York, and the call on the field is confirmed. All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st down and goal to go.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Dumps it off to his running back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. They are throwing it again. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns making a 1-score game before halftime. David Njoku, the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns cut it to a field goal game. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing here just before halftime. Throwing for the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return coming from the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Jacobs. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Going run again with Jacobs. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. got his man. It's Golden. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Man in motion out of the slot. Handoff running right, Jacobs. Into the secondary past the 40. And he gets this one down to the 27. They got 24 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
First down, Green Bay.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
First down throw. Here's Love. Finds him on the crossing route. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
First and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
From the red zone now. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers make it a 10-point ball game. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Carter on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Browns getting their offense out there. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a 1-score game. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Ford straight ahead. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Flacco off the play action. Jump off, caught by his back. And he's tackled for no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw. Stays in the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Back to throw now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're staring at a fourth down now after that sack.
Staring down, that down in distance, it was going to take some type of big play offensively to extend the drive. But all that sack did was create a bigger play for the defense.
The Browns are lined up to punt. It'll be Corey Bajorquez doing the honors. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Packers are headed back to the field, so we'll get a look at Romeo Doubs. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Now Love on the play fake. That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Dobbs. And on 1st down, only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other and give him a chance to make a play.
Short pass brought in. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Packer 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Love now on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Throwing again. Love. Completed over the middle. And this makes it to around the 43-yard line. It's the rookie out of UCLA, Brock, Carson Schlesinger, making the stop.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Love to throw again. He's got it complete to Reed. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. And they send a man in motion. 2nd and 13. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Well, was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, well, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Love out of the shotgun. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers make it a 16-point ball game. Jaden Reed the touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird
Ooh.
in the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Well, maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know, but whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers take a 3-possession lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Ford on the return. Juke the defender. Mismanages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. They've got first down from the 31. To the ground with Ford. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Flacco. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Looking for a throw here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Dropping back to throw. That throw behind his intended target.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, Flacco. Got his man, it's Carter. And he takes it down to the 33. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. Well, it's a perfect play to break it big.
Flacco's going to throw here on first. Throw caught at the 6. That's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Thrown on first down. Love. Cut down the field. Golden. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
First down, Green Bay.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. On first and 10, here's Love. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
We hear about basketball on grass so much more of the space and speed coming to the NFL game. That play's so indicative of it. Get that point guard in the open field and let him do his thing.
First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. So we hit the end of the third quarter. The Packers with it. They have the lead late, but this game is close. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. They stick with Jacobs. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He finds Jacobs here underneath. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers take a 3-possession lead.
34, Browns 17.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Ford on the return. Jukes one defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Browns and wide receiver Jerry Jeudy getting set for their next drive. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 31. Finds the in route complete. He gets it up to the 35, but this is short. 3rd down coming up.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Gonna keep this one and go. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
Ooh, this is where the coach gets paid to make the decision for the offense. If they're stopping you short on a 3rd down sneak, you better think a while before going for it.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
This game of today, Kate, in so many ways is so different than the game I played. But that's a call that I can close my eyes and still remember. All you do as a QB is just look. It just takes a look. If the big guy's up front saying, give me a push, then I'll do the rest.
Looking to throw it this time. Can't connect on this one. A rare miss. Been thrown for him all game, but this one didn't work out. It's 2nd down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a throw. Dumped off to his running back. That screen sniffed out quickly. Shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And the Packers at a 5th DB out there for this 3rd down play. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Desperation time here. And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it, thanks to the turnover on downs. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs. The Packers all set to get back out there. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. Ball at the 33 for first down. On his own read, here's Jacobs. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Handoff here to Jacobs. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Throwing his love on third. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. McManus sends it through, and that extends the lead to 20.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Carter on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Flacco again on 2nd and 10. A throw right side, caught by Njoku. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Ford running to the right. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Another one for Ford. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. He'll try to do it himself. And this defense is going to win this ramp. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
It's decision time for the offense after that one. If they're stopping you short on a 3rd down sneak, you better be very careful going for it again.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. Only 1 yard, but when all you need is an inch or two, Brock, that'll still move the chains.
You run that sneak there because you know you can rely. Trust with a capital T on the big fellas to do just enough. Get just enough push in the middle so that QB can fall forward. And as we just saw, it's really hard to stop.
Short pass brought in. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 3 now. Setting up a throw. Dump off caught by his back. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on 3rd down. He's dropping back to throw. Getting out to his left. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. He'll throw it. That one's caught. Judy has it. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. They find 21 yards and get the 1st down. Oh, baby, what a call to go for it on 4th.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job. Enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now. He'll look to throw. He's got it. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Throwing from the gun. Looking for an open man. We'll put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did, an injured Brown, and they're tending to him now. Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for 3rd and goal. He's going to throw this one. Setting up the running back screen. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up 4th and goal.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the 1st, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And the defense escapes. And a nice drive going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Completed over the middle. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They bring a tight end in motion right. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Packers can rest easy with a 3-score lead. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is Jacobs. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, and they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still 2nd down.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Looking for... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Gronk, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
I know I'm nitpicking a little bit here, Kate, but if they could have held off just another second before making contact, they may have driven this QB right into the end zone, and we know what that would have meant. Well, 2 points and a defense ignited.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. Well, as they celebrate to the boos of the home crowd, I'm sure you're having flashbacks, buddy. It's got to be music to their ears hearing those fans voice their displeasure.
It is so sweet, Kate, when you win on the road for a couple of reasons. Yeah, I do remember. I remember silencing those road crowds. There's no better feeling than to hear, those boos and those cheers and all that noise just silenced because you beat them in their building. You know the other great sound? The plane ride home. Those are some of the greatest memories you have to celebrate that road victory and a whole road trip home to take it all in.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL.